Prince William Sound is a great place to go boating, but you have to know how to be safe out on the water. I talked to Lieutenant Mark McManus of the Coast Guard about boating safety. What are some of the things the Coast Guard does to help boaters out?
The Coast Guard's efforts towards safety in the Sound can be divided into two categories, prevention and response. We always want to prevent casualties before they happen. That includes education with the mariners. That also includes inspections of the vessels to ensure they have the correct safety equipment on board. And here you'll see a boat with some of the necessary safety equipment. It's got an operable anchor on board, radar. We'll make sure your nav lights are working. It's got a life ring with the throwable line. The throwable line is important, so if you throw a life ring, they have something to grab onto.
How many rescues do you make in a year in Alaska?
In the state of Alaska, over the past 3 years, with averages, the Coast Guard conducts 1,000 plus rescues annually and saves between 200 and 300 lives annually.
What kind of boats do you have and how fast can they go?
We have vessels everywhere from 41 feet up to close to 400 feet in the state of Alaska. The closest vessel in this area is a 110-foot patrol boat located in Seward, and it can reach speeds close to 30 knots. We also have helicopters that are stationed in Cordova, and they can reach speeds of 150 plus knots.
What are some of the things that boaters can do to stay safe in Prince William Sound?
Safety on the water starts first with the boater's knowledge. If the boater is an inexperienced boater, then they ought to take a boating safety course. The Coast Guard Auxiliary offers those, and that's an excellent idea for a first-time boater. Know the area, check the weather. The weather is a big factor in this area. You also need to file a float plan. A float plan is a plan that tells how many people are in your party, describes your vessel, says where you're going, and when you'll be back. You need to have a life jacket for every person on board. You also need to have other equipment such as a fire extinguisher, a bilge pump, oars, a first aid kit. You need to know how to use all that equipment. A VHF radio is always recommended for this area. Not only have one, but know how to use it.